really glad you brought that up, because I forget to talk about it because I just kind of do it without even thinking about it. But I was asked about 10 years ago by a speakers bureau that said, hey, can you teach innovation? You're the most innovative person I've ever met. And can you come and do a keynote or a class or a full day? Oh, I said, yeah, no problem. I'll have that thing whipped up for you by the end of the day. It's what I do. 3 years later, it took me 3 years to figure out what the actual process was that went through my head. And it boils down to what I call the 3 C's: collect, calculate, and communicate. So I'll give them to you real quick because it's fun and it's easy and it really does work. Collect. Think about what you're trying to do. If you're trying to solve a problem, and remember, not all inventions are solving problems. Sometimes they're just cool. Angry Birds didn't solve a problem, but it made $64 million the first week. Yay. So just think about what you want to do. As you continually think about this on a daily basis, you'll see things around you that will all of a sudden say, wow, that fits in. You want to buy a new car. You think about the make and the model. Now, every 10th car that you look at is that make and model. Or you need a new purse. Everybody's carrying that because you become sensitized to that. Do that for a while. Then what happens is your brain will take all these miscellaneous pieces, sort out the ones that are important, throw away the others. It happens at night. It happens when we sleep, when we're not, if we're being distracted because we can't multitask. That's a proven fact, no matter how anybody says you don't multitask. So at night, you're sleeping. That's when most of the good ideas come. We've all woken up in the middle of the night and it's like, oh my gosh, the cure for cancer. I know that's so big in the morning, I'm going to remember that. And then you forget. It was, what was that? Yeah. So the ideas then come to us in the shower, when we're driving, when we're exercising, because we're not being distracted. So turn the darn iPhones off, get away from the music, only listen to these podcasts. So then that's the calculate part. And then when your brain has got it, bam, it just comes to you and you say, there it is. And your brain will show you an image of what it's supposed to look like. Practice that like the piano. Just practice it and you'll get good at it. And it happens fast and often.
Wow. Go ahead. What's the next? You said that's collect, right?
The collect part is be very sensitive, be aware, think about it, look around, look on the internet, look at magazines you've never looked at before, watch the Discovery Channel, listen to Mark Fowler's podcasts because there's so much creativity in those. And that's the collect part. The calculate, you got to kind of just be patient while your brain is sorting through all of this. And you keep collecting, throwing junk at your brain. And then when your brain is ready, the communicate is the last part, but it won't communicate unless you give it some quiet time. So you got to stop looking for this need for noise. That's what I used to say with my daughter. She'd be vacuuming, TV's on, radio's going, headsets on, vacuuming. And I said, what are you doing? She goes, I like that. I said, that's the need for noise. Turn it off. And as soon as here's the challenge I give everybody. The next time you're in the car, make sure the radio is off and you got dead silence. Go to do whatever you're going to do and come home. And I guarantee you by the time you get home, you're going to have solved the problem. It's already in your head.